Hello, my YouTube friends. I am bringing you something today that may be a little sensitive. My younger audience may not resonate with them. However, my older audience, this is something that is extremely important information that you need to know. As we look at the news, we can see every day someone's passing away, transitioning. And I know I'm 72, pretty healthy, pretty strong, but there are things that we as older retirees need to prepare for in case something happens. So if you are an expat living here in Mexico, today we're talking about something that's not easy, but absolutely necessary, and that is planning for if I die in Mexico, what comes next. Now, I'll cover step-by-step processes and also share Day of the Dead event information, which is coming up in November. You'll want to know about that. And I've also included a complimentary PDF that you can download, a full checklist on everything that you need to do. You can find that in you can find the link in the video description. Okay, you ready? So, okay, let's get started. So why planning matters. Planning ahead is one of the best gifts that you can leave your loved ones, either the ones you have here in Mexico or the loved ones back in the United States. So death in a foreign country can be very confusing. Documents, legal systems, and even funeral arrangements can feel overwhelming. Even if you have a living trust, that helps with U.S. assets. But remember, Mexico has its own laws in place and rules for property, bank accounts, and legal processes. Understanding both will save your family a lot of stress. Here are the immediate steps to take after death in Mexico. So now here's what happens right away if an expat passes away. Number one, a doctor must certify the death and issue a Mexican death certificate, acta de función. The U.S. Embassy consulate issues a consular report, death abroad, or a CRDA, for U.S. banks, insurance, and Social Security. Funeral or cremation arrangements. These decisions often must be made within 48 hours here in Mexico. If you have a trust and you have a successor, you must notify that trustee so that they can start managing your trust and your estate right away. What about your assets? U.S. assets. If titled in your living trust, the successor trustee manages them directly. Beneficiary designated accounts like your IRAs or life insurance go straight to your heirs. And that's why it's important to have a living trust. Mexican assets. Property in fideicomiso bank trust passes to beneficiaries listed in that trust. Property in your personal name requires a notario publico to open a legal succession process. Bank accounts in Mexico may need beneficiary instructions or the territo's involvement to release those funds. While your trustee is handling assets, don't forget to do these things. 1. Notify Social Security and pensions benefits end of death. Life insurance companies provide death certificate. Insurance provider cancel or transfer policies. Utility, subscriptions, and mail redirect or close those accounts. You should have a list, and this is included in the step-by-step checklist. You should make arrangements to have a list of all your online account IDs and passwords and include that in your trust so that your trustee will have access to that information. Death planning is not easy to talk about, but I felt like it was important for my subscribers that you know this information and to have a step-by-step checklist in case something happens to you. It's also important that your loved ones back in the United States or whatever country you come from have some instructions. They have to have instructions on what to do. They'll have to fly to Mexico, and when they get here, you need to have these documents prepared and ready. So to make things easier, I've included a PDF copy of the checklist that you can download in the video description. There's a link in the video description and you can download that checklist, which is extremely important and has step-by-step process of what you need to do in case something happens. Now, I've included in this video the Day of the Dead event, which is a Mexican event that happens every November. And it's not Halloween. It's definitely not Halloween, but it is a recognition of family members who have transitioned and gone on, right? So since we're talking about death in Mexico, it's important to mention the cultural side. Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead. Every year on November 1st and 2nd, Mexico celebrates life, memory, and the spirit of those who came before. Across the country, and especially in cities like Mérida, Oaxaca, and Mexico City, you'll find processions, altars, music, and candlelight cemeteries. For expat retirees, it's not just a cultural event. It is also a beautiful reminder to talk about legacy, remembrance, and planning. So my advice, combine your practical preparations like trusts, documents, and funeral wishes with the spirit of Dia de los Muertos, where death is acknowledged openly and loved ones are honored. So remember to download the PDF. There's a link in this video description. All right. And if you'd like to learn more about expat life in Mexico, you go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. All right. And also prepare to celebrate Day of the Dead coming up here in Merida in November. Again, this was not an easy subject to talk about, but so for the younger ones, again, you may not find this important enough because your minds are somewhere else. But for us older retirees, it's extremely important that we have this information available to our loved ones in the event that something happens to us. All right? Peace out.